Hi, I'm Judi Vitale, here with a Read the Stars news report on the age of Aquarius, at least for the year 2013. On Saturday, January the 19th, the sun moves into Aquarius, and so does Mercury. They both move in there. Just before that, on Friday the 18th, we're having a wonderful Sun-Mercury conjunction. So what better time to talk about the sign of Aquarius, what it's like, and what it's going to be like in the year 2013? Well, Aquarius was one of the most interesting signs. It is said of it that it is humanity progressing by the aid it gives to others. Okay, so that means whatever it is that you're doing right now, make sure that you're giving aid to other people. Because when you do that, you're going to be successful and get rewards for it, but you're also going to be doing something worthwhile, and that's going to be a reward in and of itself. Those words, by the way, do come from Aleister Crowley's analysis of the sign of Aquarius. I want to give him credit. So anyway, controversial character though he was, he has some very interesting things to say about the sun signs. I like to share them. So the other thing that we can say about Aquarius, the sun moving into Aquarius, is the time when we take the things that we're working on and like try to see how we can be of service. Because think it through. Even if you're a really hardcore business person, you go, I don't need to benefit my community. Well, if you don't provide some sort of service to your community, nobody's going to be your customer. So think of it that way if you must. And if you're just a really beneficent kind of creature who thinks like, unless I'm doing something good for my community, I do not wish to exist, then you're going to be really happy during the time that the sun is in Aquarius. It's going to be here until about this time in February. So enjoy it. If you know an Aquarius person, you probably know someone who seems as though he or she has this idea in the back of their minds that it just seems like they have knowledge that you couldn't possibly acquire. Aquarians do tend to look at the long view of things. However, although they are revolutionary and they have like new ideas and they are always excited about things such as technology and the internet and all that kind of stuff, they're usually right on top of it. Aquarians can also be very staid, and this is because Saturn is actually the true ruler of Aquarius, although there's a lot of people who will say, oh no, it's Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. I don't believe in that rulership system. I subscribe to the ancient one. And Saturn's more daytime side is slightly more rigid than Capricorn even, because Capricorn is willing to adapt to the circumstances in order to gain for him or herself. Aquarius has an idea that they have to live up to those principles, and they will sacrifice a lot in order just to live up to those principles. Probably the most famous and noteworthy Aquarian there is Abraham Lincoln. So if you think about him and the things that he sacrificed in order to live up to his principles, you get the idea. So the other thing about Aquarius people, they might have problems with their calves and ankles, because this is the part of the body that the sun rules, and they'll either be like really prominent on the person or sometimes painful if they haven't really lived up to their sun sign. So it's very important for the Aquarius person to embrace who he or she is. It's also like a person who goes around with a water jug, right? That's the symbol of Aquarius. Well, they're dumping enlightenment on the rest of us. It's a cleansing and purification period. The whole time during this this time of year is about cleansing out our body. So if you are prone to do that sort of thing, this is a good time to do it. Take those foods in your diet that you know have poisons in them and take them out. Maybe this is why in some religions we have a period of fasting during this time period in order to purify the body and clean it out and get it ready for spring. But you know, generally Aquarius is drawing in the light and spreading it around and attracting the light that comes with the true spiritual understanding. So that's what the time of Aquarius is about, and I hope that you will make the most of it. Let me give you a couple of dates that are going to be crucial and important. Mercury's actions while it's in Aquarius, we're going to have a square to Saturn on January 25th, and that's called Don't Let Your Objections or Your Obstacles Get You Down, although they can. It could be like you have this great idea and then you finally see an obstacle that you overcome. Try to remember that you can overcome it. And then Mercury goes into Pisces on February 5th. The Sun will make a sextile with Uranus on the 24th. This will be a very expansive and kind of like wild time. A trine with Jupiter on the 25th. So the 24th and 25th are great days to get some things done. Then there will be the full moon on the 26th. That's next weekend. And then on the 30th, you have Sun square Saturn. Same thing I said about Mercury, about seeing the obstacles, but also overcoming them. And then there will be a new moon on February the 10th. The Sun conjunct the moon, and the Sun goes into Pisces on February 18th. We'll be talking about these things in weekly horoscopes and daily horoscopes, and I hope you'll keep watching readthestars.com so that you'll see all these things happening. If you would like to have a personal video reading with me, please fill out the form at the PVR tab on PVR for private video reading on the readthestars.com site. A private video reading is me taking your chart information and reading your chart personally. No canned interpretations, just my synthesis of all of the things that I see about you and answering your questions for 5 to 7 minutes, $19.95. And you can get that and lots of other great things at readthestars.com.